Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the add money to plays that I've been buying on this big dip. And then I'm also going to go over the new SPAC that I'm buying. I think it has a lot of opportunity to do very well moving forward. So let's not waste any time and jump right in. Alright guys, so first things first, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am obviously not a licensed stockbroker. You should always do your own research and your own due diligence, don't just take my word for it. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date. I try to post new videos every day. I really apologize, I haven't been able to post the last few days. I also run a business. I own a web design and marketing company, and it's just been super busy, really crazy, so I haven't been able to post the last 4 days. But starting today and Monday, I will be consistent every day like I was. But I apologize if there's ever days where I don't. But and then also down in the description, there's a link to my Patreon account. Come join the family over there. I've got a private Discord. We can talk stocks all day if you have any questions, if you need an opinion, or just want to talk. And then you'll also have links to all of my different portfolios. So I've got the high growth portfolio with 46 different stocks. I've got the 5X portfolio, and then I just recently added a penny stock portfolio on Monday. And then you'll also get buy and sell notifications every time I buy or sell a stock. Up to the second I do it, you'll get notified. And then take advantage of the Webull link. You set up an account, deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks, all the way up to $1,800 or low as $10. And then I get a free stock as well, so it helps support the channel. But let's not waste any time. Let's jump in. So the first thing I want to go over with you guys is the 5 stocks that I'm adding money to. We're having a pretty big correction right now. I wouldn't say it's nice. It is nice in the sense that the market's been running for so long that it needed to take a breath. You can only run for so long before you pass out if you don't breathe. This correction is a nice healthy breath. I think it's actually kind of it is a good thing because I feel like a lot of the inflation is almost being priced in right now, which is good. There's a really good video that Kathy Wood made where she kind of talks and gives her opinion on it. I watched it, sounded like she was bullish on it. And so, I felt good about that. I've done, quite a bit of research. I don't think we're going to see a big significant, 30% market-wide crash. A lot of the growth stocks have been, crashing pretty hard. I would say 20 to 30% in a month is a crash. But I do think they will recover very nicely. Like I said in the last video, if you buy a stock and you're up on it, 100% or whatever, and then it goes down, you got to wait for it to come back up before you can make money from here to here. But if you buy as it goes down and cost average down, well, now you're making money from here to here and from here to there again. So don't panic sell. This is a great opportunity to get some of these really good companies at a nice discount. And these 4 that we're going to talk about today are a very nice discount. First one we're going to take a look at is XPEV. I've made a video about this stock before. I really like this, ticker symbol XPEV. This is an electric vehicle company in China. I own it, and I also own NIO. I do like NIO more for the long term. I do think NIO has a better opportunity to do better. They did kind of do some partnering, and they are kind of helping each other with charging. So I do like them both. But the reason why I chose this one for the video is because A, the price point, B, I think this one is a lot more volatile, so it gives you a better opportunity for short-term swing trading type gains. I do think, again, NIO will do better long-term. The reason why I like XPEV right now is they already started expanding into Norway, which is huge. Europe is a big consumer of electric vehicles. They've also got earnings coming up here on March 8th, which I think they will kill earnings. That will be a nice catalyst that'll push this stock up. If we look at the chart, I got in back in here in November at like 34, and then again at 36, and then again at 39. I had my dad buy some at 39. This is a stock right here that I would have no problem having my dad or my mom or my brother buy this stock at this price point, because I do have a really good feeling that it will go up and do very well once we kind of get over this little correction here, get on further down into the year. You know, EV is a great industry to be in. It's, you know, any technology, innovation, green energy, things like that is a great industry, great sector to invest into. So as you can see, you know, it had these gaps right here are really nice for support and resistance. But, you know, it had a huge run up all the way to, you know, about 71, 72 bucks at a high of 74. Has kind of been selling off and then, you know, traded sideways and then kind of had this nice, you know, steep decline, which has given us great buying opportunities. I do think that at the $32 mark, you are getting it around a nice support level. You know, you don't want to buy it, you know, clear up at all-time highs. You want to try to get in when it's reaching a support level so we can have that nice bounce. At 32, 33 bucks, you can't go wrong. I mean, you're looking at, I want to say, what, 110% just to get back up to previous highs. Yeah, 110% in upside just to get back up to, you know, the $71 mark. I do think that this stock over the course of 12 to 24 months will see an $80 to $90 price. You know, I don't know how quickly it'll get there, but I will say within 12 to 24 months, you will see it touch 80, if not 90. So definitely put this one on your radar. They've got great fundamentals for an EV company. The earnings are coming up. They, you know, I think will blow the earnings out of the park, just like they did in January, which, you know, I want to say that they beat their deliveries year over year in January by like 3 times. But I'll link the video where I go more in depth up above. So definitely check this one out. The next one we're going to take a look at is Social Cap. The ticker symbol on this is IOPE, or excuse me, IPOE. This is SoFi, the investing, banking, you know, money finance app. I have the app. I've downloaded it. I like to check stuff out that I invest into. Very good company. I think that they will do very well moving forward. I haven't made a video about this yet. But I am going to make a video on it very soon, and so I won't, you know, go super in depth on this video. I will go way more in depth on the next one. But we can look here, and like I just said, the gaps make for very nice support and resistance lines. You are buying this at a really nice support level. You know, it's used as support here, here, here. You know, right here in a sense, and right here. And so when you can buy a stock like that has had a major support level that is tested it a few times, great entry. You know, if we look up and we start looking at some of these other gaps, we've got you know, another resistance level right there from a gap. We've got another one up here. I think we will see one, you know, around this level here. And then potentially this level right around here. Oh shoot. So with that being said, if we take a look at the previous high up here around 27, I do think this company has a lot of catalysts that are going to come out. You know, merger. They do have something going on with a major bank that I do think if that comes together, it could increase their revenue exponentially. But again, I'll go over that in another video. I just from a strictly technical standpoint, this is a very nice play. Getting it down here at 17 bucks, I don't think you can go wrong. It's a SPAC, so your downside's 10 bucks. But you know, to get back up to previous high of 27, I want to say you're looking at about 60% upside. 50% upside. So that's just to get back up to previous highs. I do think that this company will do better than that within 12 months. I think by the end of 2021, you should see this around $35 to $40, you know, if everything continues to do well. So again, put this one on your radar. I will have a new video coming out on this one, particularly in the next couple of days. I'm going to do a video on banking and finance plays. Okay, so next one we're going to take a look at is Skills. Now, Skills is definitely probably my favorite stock that I own right now. I do plan on holding this stock long term. I think this will absolutely kill it in the next 5 years. I did a video on this just recently. I will link that above where I go into the fundamentals. Again, we are buying close, not at, close to a support level around where it gapped up right here. Kind of was using it as resistance right here, and then it has used it as support 3 times. So to get back up to the previous high of 44, we've got, 30-40% upside. I think it'll blow right past that, long term. I think towards the end of the year, you could see this play around 60, but don't quote me hard on that. I do think that it will do very well. I don't know when it will hit 60, so I don't want to say by the end of the year, but I do think that this company will continue to grow, year over year. Their financials are amazing with the e-gaming, esports, tournament type thing that they do where people can compete for real money playing esports, video games. It's huge because the video game industry is getting bigger and bigger. They just reported record numbers in January for the whole video gaming industry as a whole. With online gambling becoming more legalized. This isn't gambling. It doesn't fall under the same regulations, but it's similar in the sense of, you're competing for real money. So, I do think you will probably run into a little bit of resistance up here around the $35 mark and probably I would say $40 mark. Obviously, those whole numbers are hard to get by, but I think over the course of time, if you do plan on holding this stock will continue to do well. At 31 bucks, you cannot go wrong with this stock. I think you will see, that previous high of $44 within the next few months, 6 months or so. So definitely add this one. I love this play. Last one we're going to take a look at is Lightning E-Motors, merging with GIK Capital 3, ticker symbol GIK. I've done 2 videos on this stock. I love this company. Their fundamentals are phenomenal. This is a no-brainer. A lot of these charts, it's like, what more can you ask for? This to me is a no-brainer because the downside is 10 bucks. You're at 1171, so your downside is 15%. Your upside, on the other hand, is upwards of 60% to get back up to previous high, and I do think that it will end up getting 50% to previous high. I do think it will do better than that. I do think that you will see this stock up around 30 to 35 by the end of 2021 with the upcoming catalyst. So the SEC came out and requested a little bit more information in order to give them permission to vote on the merger. In my opinion, that's great news. If they wouldn't have, if they were going to deny the merger, if they weren't going to let them vote, they would have came out and said that, in my opinion. So I think that's great news. They just wanted to double check, see the financials that expired or went stale. And when they do come out and say, okay, your date to vote, is this day, that's going to give us a little pop. And then once the vote goes through and the merger is confirmed, that'll give you another little pop. And then, over the course of the next, year, as they settle in and start to, get more vehicles out there, Joe Biden wants to electrify the government fleet, and I really see these guys getting a big piece of that contract because they already own 50% of the market share in the Class C or Class 3 to Class 6 electric vehicle, industry. They don't actually produce new vehicles; they electrify. And so I think that they've got great opportunity there because they can go in and take what you've already got and electrify it. Then they've got charging, and then they've got financing. So a great business model. I think that this stock is being overlooked, and I think it is very undervalued. I've just been buying and buying and buying as it's been on this downtrend because you get your cost basis around 12 bucks. I don't think you can go wrong. So, and if you can get it lower, that's even better. So. The last one we're going to take a look at is HOL. HOL is the ticker symbol, Holicity. This is a SPAC that is merging with Astra. I really like this because I love investing in innovation, technology, and the future. So what Astra does is they make small rockets to send up into orbit. They will actually be the first publicly traded space company or space launch company on the NASDAQ. Their merger is valued around $2.1 billion, and after their merger, they will have around $500 million in cash, and then they're doing another pipe round of $200 million with BlackRock. So they'll have around $700 million in cash post-merger. They just launched their first 3.2 rocket, I think it's called, back in like January. They're actually going to start delivering payloads this summer. So their rockets that are going up, they'll be getting paid for it. They project to have monthly launches by the end of 2021. So they'll be launching at least one rocket every month. And their goal is to have daily launches by 2025. Now, this is cool. So they have already got over 50 launches booked, and they've got about a dozen clients in the private and public, sector. They've got clients like NASA, the U.S. Department of Defense, and they've got 150 million in contracted launch revenue. So 150 million in contracted launch rev, so already on the books that, is planned to go up. They claim that they can carry about 100 kilograms on their rocket up to low Earth orbit, and they will charge 2.5 million per dedicated launch. So if they get to a daily launch schedule by 2025 at 2.5 million a launch, that's just under $1 billion in cash, or not cash, in revenue a year, once they hit that daily, launch schedule. I've actually heard that ARK plans to add this to their space ETF, which would be huge. But the reason why I really like this play is because you're getting in early. They came out, the merger was announced, boom, popped clear up, right here, gapped up to 14 and then ran all the way up to 21, 22, and then kind of traded sideways, and then has been in this little bit of a sell-off, gapped way down right when that pullback started, has got down here around 1389. The downside's 10, just like I said with the SPAC. You will see, some resistance right here, but I do think that if you look at the gap where you are seeing a little bit of support. Now, I don't know if it'll get back down to the $10 range. I don't think so. I think if we do see more correction in the next few days, I think it will stay around this $13 mark, $13 to $14, hopefully. But I think that if the correction is coming to an end, or the sell-off is coming to an end, you will see this stock bounce right back very quickly, especially when the merger's announced and it's confirmed. And again, I plan on buying a company like this and holding it for the long term as long as everything goes well. You look at a company like Virgin Galactic, their stock went absolutely insane. And so, you're investing in one of the first companies on the NASDAQ to be a space launch company. That's the stuff of the future. Launching rockets, exploring space, stuff like that is just getting bigger and bigger, better and better. And so I think this company over the course of the next, 3 to 5 years has a chance to do very good. You obviously can't put a price target on a company like this or a stock like this, because who knows? There's not enough, information yet. But I do like to say that this will come back up to its previous high of 22. After the merger completes, I could see it getting up around 30, but we will have to wait and see. After that whole thing with CCIV, I'm not a huge fan of putting, price targets on SPACs like this until I have a lot more information. But, I do think you will see the previous high of 22. And if you do get that, you have about 59 to 60% upside, which is great. So this is the SPAC that I'm adding on Monday. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go in pretty heavy on it. Not obviously huge, but I will make a nice size position in it because I like the price that it's at. So that's it for today, guys. I want to keep the video pretty short. Put down in the comments the stocks or the companies that you bought on the dip. And, if you have any questions, let me know. Come join me at the Patreon. If you like the video, please like it. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.